You know, many of us are at the gym this time of year trying to work on our fitness for the new year, but you certainly need to be careful. There's always plenty of room for injury.
Believe it or not, what you do at the gym could not only end up hurting your muscles or even your bones, but also your hearing. It's time right now to turn down that MP3 player and listen to this.
Although the golden days of aerobics have retired loud fashion choices, the music at the gym keeps cranking up the volume. The average level of music in spin classes reaches close to 99 decibels, which is close to a jet engine only 80 feet off the ground. The study also showed that listening to anything over 100 decibels can cause hearing damage after just 15 minutes. To avoid hearing damage or loss, you shouldn't be exposed to anything over 80 decibels, which is equivalent to the sound of a motorcycle. And as far as the gym's concerned, increasing the tempo of the music, not the volume, is the best way to get a class moving.
Now, the National Acoustics Laboratory, a research division of Australian Hearing, teamed up with the University of Newcastle to come up with that comparative study.
Now, I listen to music when I work out, especially when I run, and I try to keep the volume down because I want to hear things around me, but I never really thought about how it impacts my hearing. Very interesting. But Jimmy, what if you couldn't hear from the moment you were born? What if you didn't even know what sound was? That's the case with a 2-year-old boy we'd like to introduce you to, but with modern technology, he was finally able to hear his parents' voice for the first time, and it was all caught on video.
Hi, Ryan. Is that sick? It's a tickle?
It was a fit of giggles from 2.5-year-old Ryan Apria when his cochlear implant was turned on.
It was so funny.
And he heard his mother's voice for the first time.
I would say, hi, hey, Ryan, and he would just laugh. He would just giggle every time.
The joy, so overwhelming. Jennifer and her husband shared it online, and it went viral.
It must be the joy in his face, that laughter. He warms hearts.
It was awesome. I think people just like to see, innocent child being happy.
But it may also be something else, the story behind the story. How this 2-year-old born a preemie at just 25 weeks who fought to stay alive, who's still fed through a tube in his tummy, whose vision is severely impaired, maybe, just maybe, finally got a break.
He's survived and overcome everything that he's been given in life. It's like, if this can work for him to help him hear, then it's a miracle.
From thousands to hundreds of thousands, the video is taking off.
Do you hear something?
Just like Ryan, who's getting used to his new world of activities and sounds. The implant surgery in the inner ear was a success, but no one knew what would happen when the device was activated weeks later.
We kind of went into it thinking he might not have a response. So when he started laughing, I was like, is this for real? Like, is this him hearing, or is this just a reaction? And we would turn it off and then turn it back on again, and he would laugh again.
His reaction left everyone speechless, even the audiologist who has seen this many times.
He had such a consistent response with his giggling, and so that's when we knew that he's absolutely hearing us.
The Aprias were so overwhelmed that so many people actually saw their video, so many people who couldn't wait to see what would happen in Ryan's second visit when the implant would be turned up a little more. At first, Ryan was distracted. The lights hard for his sensitive vision.
Is it still pretty quiet, though, compared to normal hearing? It's louder than before.
It's louder than before.
But then he heard it.
Hi! Hi, sweetie.
His mom and dad's voice.
Ryan! Ryan!
What's up, Ryan?
Hey!
Hey, buddy.
His own voice.
What do you hear? Do you hear that?
And the mystical music that came from this.
We have tons of toys that make sound, and we're like, well, didn't matter up until now, but now we're like, all right, make sure the batteries are all loaded up, because now it matters.
And there they were, those giggles that started all of this in the first place, louder than ever. Next stop, hopefully, Ryan's best friend's voice.
I want him to hear his sister. She's always speaking to him. Her voice is the biggest thing.
I just want him to be happy.
Judging from this, he is. And yes, for all those hoping this little one finally got a break, it looks like he did.
Yay! Good job. Good job. Are you standing?
That's adorable. Now, how much Ryan will comprehend will come in time as he works with his medical team. His parents are going to continue sharing his progress through social media.
Good looking kid. Now, just in case you need help and you're not quite sure where to turn, there is an organization that can help. With multiple locations, speech therapists for the Easter Seals both in Georgetown and in Salisbury provide auditory training for the development of speech and language. If you'd like more information, all you have to do is go to our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page.
Well, something we work a lifetime on developing is good health. Up next, we look into the dangers of processed foods, how avoiding them with these simple swaps may keep you healthier longer.
Plus, we share many uses for coffee that may help you stay healthy, and get this, even help minimize cellulite. We've got that coming up next.
And many of us enjoy that cup of joe, but how dangerous is caffeine in its purest form? Next, we hear the story of one family who found out firsthand.
But first, we just learned about cochlear implants. When it comes to your child's hearing, Dr. Oz says the earlier they're tested, the better.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Treatment for hearing loss works best if started by 6 months of age. All children should be initially screened by the time they're 1 month old. A hearing test is simple, and it can be performed before baby comes home from the hospital. Babies who don't pass this initial test should be retested within 3 months so treatment can begin as early as possible.